Okay, guys, I wanted to tell you about my most recent acquisition. A It's a pistol, and I wanted to tell you a little bit of the story behind it because I did run into some issues when I bought it. And basically, I watched the Mosin Crate website. I can't stand that website because they always post things that I love, and I really don't want to buy another thing. It's just it's just ridiculous. So I was looking on the Mosin Crate website, and they were advertising the Jericho 941R pistol. Now I don't know if you know, it's made in Israel. It's These were imported before the October 7th war, and my guess is that they probably would never have been imported after that because they need the pistols there. There's a huge demand for firearms now. Obviously, everyone wants a firearm, and so they probably would have not uh, sold these off. They would have just given them to their own citizens. Because everyone there is desperately buying firearms, pushing up the price of firearms. But that's not the purpose of the video. So in any event, so I ordered online, and for some reason they have this interesting way. You have to like register at exactly 10 o'clock, usually on a Tuesday. You put in your information, you have to press submit at 10 o'clock. And the first, basically, they get it as an email on their web. On their website, you put in your information, you hit the submit button, they get it as an email, and whoever logs in first exactly at 10 o'clock and then down gets to choose the one they want. So they advertise like 15, 20. When it was the K98s, I think they advertised like 80 of them. And so you work your way, they work your way down the list, and you get to choose the one you want from what's available. So I did that, and unfortunately for me, it's at 10 o'clock. I'm always on the train heading somewhere. I don't have internet, so I did press the button. I don't think I didn't score that high. I wanted really the very good, but I did qualify for good, which was fine with me, and I got what was called a good one. So I got it. It was actually shipped to my FFL, and I'm in New York, so it's a total hassle. It's like something out of the 1700s. Basically, it gets shipped to the FFL. You go to the FFL with your license. You show them the license. They then go through, they type up the serial number of the pistol. Then they print out a piece of paper that gives you the information about the pistol. You take that piece of paper to the pistol license division. It's a trip. It's another. You drive for like whatever it is. For me, it's like another 40 minutes. You go there, and of course, you go there. I went there on Wednesday. They're closed on Wednesdays. You come back, and then they take that information. They type that into their system, and they add it to your license. So on the back of your license, it'll say, this pistol is registered to you. Okay. Then what do you do? So then once they add it to your license, you drive back to the gun store and you show them that this has been added to your license, and then they release the pistol to you, and then you take it home. Basically, you could waste half a day on this. I mean, but there's not much you can do. This is what it is here, whatever. So I do all that. I get it, go back and forth and this, and I get it, and I look at the pistol in the store, and it looked fine. So, but then I came home and I had time, and I realized that there was an issue with it. So this is just to give you an idea. I'll give you a better look at how it's packed. But basically, it comes in. Mosin Crate packs it like this. This pistol came in a box. Of course, when I had the K98, it was a bigger box, and the box. Basically, I'll run through it with you, but basically, it came broken, and what was broken off of it was the safety broke off. Now, if you're familiar with this, is the 941 R. The version I have, it's an older version, and it has a right hand and a left hand safety, which I'll show you how it is. But basically, it snapped off, and part of it was that I don't think it was packed as well as it should have been. I think it could have been packed better, which would have prevented the problem. But I don't really have any complaints because they pack like thousands of these. They sell like thousands of items over the years. And I guess the point is each item, if they packed everything completely so much, then it would cost them more per item. And I think they just take the position they're packing it pretty well enough. And it's very rare they have a problem, and I guess they try to make good on it. But I wanted to tell you this story because I think it's important to understand like the people you're dealing with. So I emailed the Mosin Crate, and I think it's Alden is the person who got back to me. First, I want to tell you they were very responsive, which is really nice. I mean, things happen. We all know that. If you're working, especially if you're self-employed as I am, you understand that things happen occasionally, no matter how hard you work. And but the question is, how do you deal with that? And I would tell you the first thing is they were very responsive, which I really appreciate. And, like for me, I'm not a gun expert. When I see it's broken, it's very upsetting. I mean, I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an old pistol. Where are you going to get parts? Maybe I can't get parts. Maybe I can't even use it. Maybe it's useless. I mean, I know I'm jumping to conclusions, but I did spend a lot on the pistol from what I think. But I guess it's the market price because they were all sold out. And I'll tell you more about it. So basically, I paid for the pistol. I paid... I think with $50 in shipping, I don't remember. It was about 13. Maybe it was about 13.10, 13.20. I think the price was like $50. I think the shipping was like $30-$40 on this. So with everything, it was about that 13.30. In any event, so. I did email them back and forth. I didn't have a chance to speak to them. And the nice thing about it is they kind of explained to me, and I know I'm not a gun guy so much in terms of repairing them, that basically the parts are available and you can buy them. So basically, and I'll show you that the safety, there's a right hand and a left hand safety, so which either way you could use it no matter what you are. And there's a bolt that connects the two through the pistol, and so it snapped because I think it fell on the ground, and I'll show you that. So basically, I went back and forth. I asked if they could send me maybe they could fix it, and the problem with them fixing it, they said if I sent it back, they would fix it, which is reasonable. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, it just doesn't make sense because I'm going to mail it to them. And then I asked them, I said, well, would you mail it directly back to me? And they said, no, we can't. We only ship it to an FFL, which I don't think they're as a technical matter. I don't think they're correct because the gun is already mine. So this is not. It would not be a transfer back when you send the gun in for repair. It's not a transfer from what I understand, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, but it's already even registered to me by New York State, so it's mine. But in any event, they said they have to send to an FFL. So if you think about it, I'm going to ship it back with insurance. It'll be $50. They'll send it back to me to the FFL. It'll be $50. The FFL is going to want $50 no matter. Don't ask. So in any event, so I said maybe send me the part. We were figuring it out, and then finally, they're very lovely, the nicest people, and they said, what we'll do, you figure out here's the links, order the part, and probably I need one part. I may order both parts just for the heck of it because it's really the labor that's more expensive. And they said, we'll give you $200 off of it, and I thought that was fair. That's very fair. And I'm telling you this. I'm not complaining about them. I'm telling you that they, and when I did speak to him once, I did speak to him actually Alden once, and it's nice is when you speak to him, like you just get the sense you're dealing with someone who, he goes to church, would be my guess. He almost treats this like in a religious manner. He wants you to be happy, and and if you bought it, he wants to do right by you. And I just think it's nice because I don't think there are a lot of people who do that. And I thought that was really special, and I appreciate that. So we did work things out, and I'll show you what the issue was, how it was packed, and whatnot. Okay, so let me just move this over. and I'll get you to it. So I want to show you the packaging. It comes postal service. Most of the things are postal service. And in fact, he explained to me that the interesting thing is stamps.com is not what he ships. He uses stamps.com. I think a lot of small businesses use this. They're not allowing the insurance of firearms, which is a problem, I guess, because if they can't insure it, if there's loss or whatnot, someone has to eat it. And on the other hand, in a way, I mean, I think his concern is, well, for him, the insurance, I guess he would charge it to the buyer, but at some point, if you're sending out hundreds and hundreds of firearms, you may just be better off being self-insured because instead of paying that premium, it's unlikely there's a loss or whatnot. So in any event, it comes in this small box, and I'll show you what the problem was. Basically, this is covered, the bottom and the top is covered, which is great. But the problem is the side. And if you look over here, I'll show you. Basically, I think the safety hit this, and there's nothing to really protect it because there's nothing on the sides, which I think there really should be. Or I would suggest, I think if they just wrap the firearm itself in paper, maybe it would be too bulky to fit here, but there really is nothing protecting it up here, and I think that's really the problem. It's just, in any event. So I'll show you what broke and what it is. So this is it, and basically there's this, if you don't know, there's a safety here, and this piece of it, which snapped off, goes over there. So you have this ambidextrous safety. See, it turns both sides. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So basically, I just wanted to it's so nice. Get the Israel Military Industries. You gotta love that. And the logos, come on, that's the best thing. So what you'll notice about it, it's imported KBI Inc., Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I guess they're the importers. So made in Israel, isn't that great? Then there's a stamp, CAI, Georgia, Vermont, if I got that right. CAI, I can't read it. No, Oro CIA. Huh. Wonder what that says. I don't know. I can't read it. CAI something VT. It looks a little like Georgia VT. In any event, just to give you a better view of it. So, typically, from what he said when he was describing it, and I would agree for various reasons. He said it has muzzle. It has wear from being put in a holster, but not a lot of use. And the reason is, in Israel, basically you get a license. It's different there. They won't even let you have a rifle. I mean, like in the United States, you could just walk in pretty much buy a rifle. And there's in the United States we're stricter with handguns, at least in New York. In Israel, they won't even pretty much let you have a rifle. But in terms of a handgun, if you live past the green line and you're there for 3 years, you can get it. You basically you're entitled to get a handgun license. But the only thing you should know is they up until recently, you would get the license, you could buy your gun, and you were only allowed to have 50 rounds, which is ridiculous, but that's another story. And now with the new people, this is government, with the new people, if you got a license recently, after October 7th, they'll let you have 100 rounds. But if you got your license before October 7th, you're still stuck. You can only have 50 rounds. And it doesn't include you can go to the range. They'll give you can buy as much ammo as you want, use it. But taking home, you can only have 50 to 100 rounds. And they don't have a real gun culture there, though that's changing. I think after October 7th, a lot of people are getting guns. So, so you have these guns where you'll have a lot of holster wear, like over here, from being put in a holster, but you're not going to have a lot of wear from being used because they're not really using it a lot. So this may be an army guy. He's got this. He's not really shooting this much. So it sure looks good. I don't see a lot of wear. Actually, it's really pretty nice inside, I gotta say. I don't know if you could see. It's surprisingly very, very clean inside. And the metal is in really good shape. Which is nice. I don't think Mosin Crate cleans these guns or does anything with them. But I think it's in good shape. So I'm pleased with this. I mean, I think this could really last a long time. But I just think it could use a cleaning. See if you could see. So I'm pleased with it overall. So the other thing is, I was looking for magazines, and the magazine you need is this. I mean, we're stuck with 10-round magazines, so don't bother commenting. But this Mekar is apparently was highly recommended to me by Mosin Crate. So the one that was correct is this. I called them up, the Mekar, the Witness SF. Okay, and it's pretty nice. Okay. They're really nice magazines. And just the inside looks really nice. I mean, a cleaning you could use, but oops. So I will say I am happy with this. I do like it. Oh wait. So I do have Hold on. I do have some snap cap. So I did get some snap caps, and these are Tiptons. And it's rough to load this thing. The spring tension is ridiculous. So let's see. It's also, I mean, the springs on this are ridiculously tight. I don't know if because it hasn't been used a lot or whatnot, but let's take a look. At least the functionality is good. It's extracting. Oh, so then it stays open. That's good. What I'm really impressed is just the feeding ramp is so smooth. It's like, it looks like it's brand new. I don't know if you can see that. And the internals, like the paint is all black. It's like it's not, it's like it's hardly been used. I'm just very surprised. So I guess the question is, would I purchase another handgun from them? I would say yes. I would just tell them, please when you package it, just wrap that baby up like 5 times with paper, and like I'll pay you extra for packaging. Maybe put it in a double box. Look, if it costs them more, I'm happy to pay for that, just so not to have to worry about it. In any event, so thanks a lot. I hope this video is helpful to you. I just mean it in good faith, and I just mean that, like, when people work, and you know, when you're in a situation when things don't go 100% right, you know, when the seller's a good guy and both sides are looking to solve the problem, you can solve the problem. And that's really the point of this video. Try to solve the problem. Try to work things out. You buy enough things, you'll have a problem. But just thanks again, Mosin Crate. Very happy with this. And stop advertising fun, good weapons. I got to stop buying stuff. Thank you.